Welcome, Markus. Without further ado, I'll just give the stage to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
So 2004, I boarded a Ryanair plane from Tampere towards Germany. One suitcase, and I'm still on that trip, basically. And boy, it was different, I must say, for a Finn. So people were still smoking in the office. Fax machine was in active use, and people were dictating emails, which basically was almost like a status symbol. I never did that and couldn't get used to it, but it was different. Also, the headhunting business was different, more analog than it is today. So I have a good. I was kind of thinking, what do I remember from the early days, and there was an interesting search where we were looking for a board member, and there was no Xing. It was founded basically 2 years earlier, but it wasn't really active. LinkedIn was not used in Europe that much. So we had to hunt down people really manually, and one case was that we knew that a person is on a certain conference, and we called this conference, had a conference host giving the phone to a target candidate, and that was the approach call. So during a conference, so that was a nice experience. And this can happen still today, but of course we have different world with all the social media, and it's easier to get in touch with people.
I'm sorry, what year was it when you went to Germany?
2004.
All right.
So I shortly introduce myself, then I tell you a little bit about my and our observations on the talent trends and market, and share some experiences. And as this is a business pitch, obviously I will also tell you a little bit about Nordic Minds. So yeah, I spent 10 and a half years with the Kienbaum Group. Was a great experience. Ended up being a partner there. I was in charge of Russia, Poland in terms of offices, and heading the international department in Germany, doing a lot of intercultural, cross-border searches there. And since 2015, I'm an entrepreneur and co-founder of Nordic Minds. And as I had never used a tool that I liked in the headhunting process, I decided to develop one ourselves, and that's called Future Hunt. So this is basically our database we use, and it also allows us to be more transparent and make the search industry more transparent with our clients. So basically our clients will have access to the project, they will see the progress and experience a different kind of transparency and collaboration than before, and obviously with the strictest GDPR compliance, obviously. On top of that, I have been an expert author in a book by Maria Heiskanen-Schüttler, which is a great book for Finns looking for jobs in Germany. So if you're interested in that, Google hakemuksesta haastatteluun työnhaku Saksassa. It is very valuable and good book for anybody looking for a job there. On the private side, I ended up having a German wife and 2 kids then in the meantime, and that also helped me staying in Germany, obviously, and made me stay in the end of the day. Then I thought that I show you a video of an interview, short interview. It's basically 1 minute, but it could be a wake-up call. I think this is reality already in the hospitality industry, at least in the US.
Well, I got your resume and everything looks great. You drew a nice smiley face, and I noticed the eyebrows. That way to go the extra mile with the eyebrows. That was fantastic. So I'm feeling pretty good about everything. I just real quick, if you don't mind, can I just get in here? Strong pulse, love that. And then if you could just breathe on this mirror real quick. There we go, nice and fogged up. That's what I love to see. Pulse, breathing, fantastic. So I feel good about this. Can you start on Monday? Yeah, I'll just see how I feel Monday, and I'll let you know. Absolutely, just let us know. Here's the thing. I only want to work like 1 day a week just for a little spending cash. I get it. You got things to do. And obviously, like if I have cash from the week before still left over, then I won't want to work this week. Totally. Just call us. Let us know. Just show up. If you show up, you can grab an apron. Okay. All right. I'm going to go now. Take care. Got one. Stacy, got one. Even brought a resume. Things are looking up.
So yeah, let's make sure that we don't land in this landscape. But yeah, risk is always there. But there are many trends going on in the market and yeah, making HR directors and CEOs busy. One is certainly fairness and equity, especially in the post-pandemic remote world. And behind that, questions could be who has access to flexible work within the same organization. Should organizations adjust compensation when people move to countries where there is a lower cost of living? What about external recruitment? This we meet as headhunters, basically in many of our projects. If an external comes in, is it fair to say this person is paid more than established people in the organization who have spent there maybe 2 decades? And same with benefits. When there is a targeted benefit, for example, for people with kids, what do the others get? So there's a lot of questions there. And when it comes to attraction of talent, we always think that when the competition of talent is hard, it will drive salaries up. Yes, it will, and it does. But in today's world, and also with new generations being in the work world and coming in, also free time and balance is more important, becoming more important. So also a shorter work week will become relevant and is relevant to attract knowledge workers. Employee turnover is increasing dramatically, basically worldwide, starting from the US, coming to Europe and moving forward. We have kind of dilemma here as well. So on one aspect, we have the fact that as an employer, you have to offer at least hybrid work, if not remote work. And otherwise, it will lead to fluctuation. And on the other side, if you have remote work, this will probably also lead to fluctuation, because you will have people who are not so committed to the organization. You will have people who doesn't have so many friends besides the superior and maybe the direct stakeholders. So there's a lot of challenge behind this. It's easy to say that you have to offer hybrid or remote work, but there's a lot of work to do to actually make it work as well and being sustainable. And then automation of managerial tasks related to this. So there's a lot of HR tech to take off administrative parts of leadership. So simple things, approving bills, expenses, so that managers can spend more time actually managing the direct reports and build relation and commitment. And then the ever-lasting topic, parental leave, family time balance. This is, of course, in Finland already quite well established, but I believe there is still a lot of things to do. And in Germany anyway, this is a big topic with male parental leave. And the whole system is in a way backing the imagination that the man is taking care of work and the wife is at home. So I think there's a lot to change in the whole system there. And last but not least, purpose has been along on the agenda, and future role we believe and see like chief purpose officer, purpose director. This will become more and more relevant, either as an add-on or in some companies maybe instead of of course chief culture officer, that sort. But it's becoming more and more important, especially to get candidates attention, attraction, and also to keep people in the organizations. Shortage of talent is here. So some statistics from Harvard Business Review. So people between 30 and 45, there is an increase of 20% between 2020 and 2021 in terms of resignation rates. And why does it happen? So our experience says that it's mostly actually the relationship with your boss, but there are also other factors, of course, leading to that. And most strongly, this is happening in the tech, healthcare, and professional services industries. And coming now to the current talent sourcing markets, so we have a lot of more transparency. We have social media channels, LinkedIn, Xing, Google, even Instagram. Even we ourselves found an employee via Instagram. So there's a lot of different channels that you can actually enable and use for talent attention, talent attraction, to make it work. And finding the people, it's easy or easier in this world, but getting the attention has become 30% at least more difficult than it was a few years back. And then comes the attraction, which is also much more complex with demands from the candidates. Hopefully not like in this video, but still demands that companies are not used to and have to adapt fast. Booming industries, definitely software as service, also more traditional software, e-commerce, IoT, industrial IoT across industries, and e-mobility, recycling, that type. A lot of scale-ups evolving with strong financing, looking for basically the C-level, different roles, global, often looking European-wide for candidates, not in a country, looking for international experience, looking for that, not necessarily diversity, but more to get the best person on board without the country borders, considering those. Obviously, global value chains under pressure, also leading to a lot of changes in people and challenges that companies have. So this also basically leads to the fact that people are very often, or companies, looking for people with change experience, transformational leadership skills, but also growth. So depending on the market, the sales process has changed also dramatically, and not happening again, too much face-to-face what it was before. Then I thought I show you a little bit of our daily life, a short video, 23 seconds, so you understand what we are doing.
Algo así me siento, ¿eh?
Lost that one. So Nordic Minds, why we founded that? So basically, it's an answer to cross-border recruitment. The traditional headhunting industry is very local and not really built on international search, cross-border search. So we defined a limited region, being Nordics and Germany, and actually offering exactly this out of a team that cooperates and doesn't compete with each other. And second part is the software and transparency, and drive transparency in the industry, but also with the clients, both towards candidates and also the client side. Some key facts about us. It has been a great ride, and still is a very great ride, busy times. Basically, I have done this now for 17 years, and the foundation of this to doing business like this was laid already back in the Kimbam days. Today we have a team of 9. In June we will be 10. And we have been achieving nice growth rates. I think this year we won't achieve 100%, but still some nice ones. We have also a board, so in order to make sustainable growth happen and having a dialogue with relevant people, we do have 3 chief HR officers from Finland and Germany, as well as 1 CEO to support our journey. Our key use cases, it's all about international growth, cross-border and search and multi-country search. It can be market entry, a digital business model, or especially the Finnish-German business or Finnish-Nordic business. So in both directions. And when we look at the functional agenda, we have the C-level and board, general management, and then the regional, and then the kind of staff functions. And this is how the future hunt looks like. So we have a timeline, we have different documented journeys, so the whole search process can be followed online 24/7. So giving clients a better feeling of being part and collaborating with us, and not having to pull information from our nose. And here are some clients we have worked with and have, that we appreciate and have had a great time with as well. Thank you very much, and looking forward to talking to you.
Thank you very much, Markus. Thank you very much also for Nordic Minds being a partner of the event today.
Thank you.
And grab Marcus afterwards in the networking.